Hi, my name is Amanda Taylor with the UMC administration, and today I'm going to talk about the EMS self-serve scheduling application for CU Boulder at https://ems.colorado.edu. First step, you're going to visit the site and sign in with your campus identity, and it will bring you to this kind of home page. You're going to go ahead and start by clicking Create a Reservation, or you could browse a location if you're interested in booking from there. But this is just the step-by-step for making a single date, so I'm going to recommend click the Create a Reservation. You'll notice you have multiple templates. Find the one that you are looking for. Like you may have one that says psychology in front of it, in this case, CMCI. I see a whole bunch of templates because I am an admin. You probably see a more consolidated list, and buildings like the University Memorial Center let departments use their meeting rooms. So you could use that if you couldn't find a meeting room in your own space. And again, you could also do it in the central classrooms once the academic term has started for daytime hours. So wait till September, what is it, 6th, 9th this year. But you could book after 5 p.m. for fall right now. And that's what that means. And you could create a reservation here. But for this display, we're just doing a single date. So I'm going to pick the University Memorial Center. First of all, there is an About button. If you have questions, sometimes some of these departments who set up their system this way will have information about, hey, if it's academic, you can't book it in the UMC. That is a student fee space. It is not for courses that get tuition monies, et cetera, et cetera. Contact the registrar and you can click this link and follow the classroom scheduling policy. If it earns credit, if it's in the course catalog, if it's an exam, if it's a review, whatever it is, you can't do it in their building, but you could do it in a classroom space. Go ahead and click the booking rules. That will give you information about their policy. So you can have one a week. You could do a recurring one, every Tuesday through this term out about a whole year, because this is a non-academic building. You can book it that far in advance. So that's kind of a really cool thing on their policy. You can opt to book now with this template, or if you know about the rules, you can always go to the book now here and put in your date. So we're just going to play with this a little bit, and we're going to pick the 5th. Monday. Nobody wants to meet on a Monday. Let's go to Wednesday. The 7th. There we go. You can put in your start and end time and hit search. So when you search, you'll see these two red lines. The hours run across the top. The capacity for the room is here. If that was given to me, some departments don't always give me all their information. They just want it up and running. And then if you click on any of these rooms, it might give you some information like, are there additional setup types? Nope, it's a conference style. Features, availability, of course, you can look at it in this view, and more room details if they're offered. So for example, this room is conference meeting room. It only has tables and movable chairs. So once you've decided which room works best for your meeting based on this lovely knowledge that you have, go ahead and add it to your reservation with the plus sign. You can add more than one room as long as you do not exceed the 16 limit on this template. So we're going to go ahead and say, maybe we'd like to have well, let's go to the 3rd floor. Well, maybe not, because it's all mix and match. We have things going on in this building already. This is validation. Not all templates use validation, but this department prefers that everyone knows that if they put too many people in a room, it's not going to let them do it. 8. Well, it will let you put in the number, but you can't fit more than 8 people in that little tiny study room, whatever it is. It is only conference style, so you cannot pick a different setup type. And you can add that to your reservation and you'll see it's in your selected rooms. If you think you made a mistake, it's just plus or minus, take it off. All right, so let's do 452. That one's an 8-seater. Maybe you need 2 rooms, so I'm going to add 2 rooms. Again, it only has the one style, and room 404. So now you have a breakout room, 8, and again, that one is also only one style. We have our 2 rooms. If you see a services like a step 2 and it mentions that they offer things like maybe you're doing a presentation. I know that the UMC, because I'm housed here, has pretty much some kind of monitor and HDMI and all the dongles you could ever use, but you could certainly put in the notes that, hey, I'm using your equipment and I am connecting with a Mac and have a dongle or whatever you want to say. Like, I might need help because our setup crew in this building will help you. But please note, if you don't see any services, it's because OIT manages it most likely in your building or in the classrooms because that is their purview. They fund that. All right, then you're going to go to reservation details. If the building does not have services, this will be step 2. All right, and this is the who and the what information. You've already chosen the where and the when. We're going to the who and the what here. And it's testing, EMS, and training. And you can choose a different event type if it's offered through the template. Some of them have one, like it's always a meeting, but some of them might have some other types. Seminar, study group. Okay. The customer is your department. It's a customer is a department, non-university group, or student organization. It is not a person. So you should be able to drop down this contact list and find your name. Mine is Taylor Amanda. And put in a phone number if that's applicable. If you don't have a phone number, simply put X. But if you need my phone number, it's 21262 on campus or 303-492-1262. And you can use amanda.r.taylor@colorado.edu, but the safest bet is to use amanda.t@colorado.edu because if you use amanda.taylor, it's going to someone else. All right, moving on. This department allows you to add attachments. Maybe you had a floor plan you want them to see. You can add that there. Also, you can see that some of these are red. They are required questions that this department asks of their person reserving the room. It may convey some policy, or it may need to know because there is some billing that might be applied later. It just depends on how you answer these questions. Some departments follow what's called campus use of university facilities, and if any money exchanges hands, they charge a rental fee at a rate that's applicable to what department or whatever. They don't charge themselves typically, like the rec center is not going to charge their rec departments for their own use. And sometimes they don't charge university departments, but just have that as a heads up. All right, so I work for a university department. I am not collecting money. This is events free and it is products will be sold and private. Okay, we said 8 and we'll split off into that little breakout group. Agree that my attendees will vacate the room. Yes, they have a lot of questions because they're event planners. I'm aware that also you dining, see, the UMC requires UMC catering. You can't use outside food sources, only the vendors in this building because that is part of our lease agreement. And it's also health code violation under our license. Is food or beverage being served? No. Well, okay. Please provide a detailed description. Testing the system and training. Please provide all contact information. Blah, 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 blah. I would put my real, Amanda. Okay. Whoever's in the room that day leading the meeting might be a good person. 21262. What type of audience is 10? The reason why I could use my office phone number is because we have Teams on our phone. What type of audience is attending? Select any other. Let's just say that. And is there a high profile attendee? If you do say yes to some of these questions, they do expand. Like, what are you doing? Because this is in the UMC, we'd have to do that. And I'm going to put a little blurb here, not a reservation. So the team that will receive this knows it's not a reservation. I'm just going to leave it on meeting. Okay. There we go. So you click create a reservation and you know what happens? It tells you you're successful. Hooray, unless someone else clicked before you and got the room for the exact date and time. And I think I've seen that happen once in 15 years. It's called a conflict. All right. So you can add it to your calendar from here or edit this reservation from here. I am going to do an edit tutorial, but we're going to stop it here. I just want you to know that when you submit reservations online, as long as the mail service on the server is working, which it is, it's been stable for many, many years, you will receive a copy of said reservation in some kind of format with the header of the department that manages those rooms. It will tell you if there's some other things that have to happen. In this case, they do not self-serve directly. They hold the room, and then somebody actually reviews all these little questions you answered, and then they have to contact you if there's any billing or anything that's applicable for how you answered the questions and so forth. But if it's your own department, you're not going to charge yourselves, and it's probably just going to go to confirmed. Make sure to look at the status, and that will be what tells you if it's pending or if it's confirmed. Web request booked is a hold that is pending, and then confirmed means it's yours. You don't have any further action to do. And I'm going to end that right here. It's lovely. Let's go ahead and end it. And I hope you all can review these and enjoy them. And let me know if you need any help. I'm here on campus. You can reach out to me at amandat@colorado.edu or 303-492-1262. And I'm on campus Wednesdays, but I can float that if we need to meet in person on an unusual day that is not the campus standard. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks.